It's the Breakfast Club, bitches.
Who's Donkey of the Day today?
Well, Donkey of the Day for Tuesday, December 14th goes to the 46th President of the United States of America, Joe Biden. That's why I was expecting my This is America Donkey of the Day intro, but whatever. You know, if we live in a country where Jussie Smollett can be found guilty on 5 felony counts of disorderly conduct for falsely reporting a hate crime, then politicians should be brought up on charges of disorderly conduct for falsely declaring campaign promises just to win elections. Okay, a scam is a scam. All right, false reporting is false reporting. If you lead me to do something for you based off a lie, then you manipulated me. And that is exactly how many people are feeling today after Joe Biden declared yesterday that he won't extend student loan relief and confirms student loan payments restart on February 1st, okay? That's what he said yesterday after saying this on the campaign trail. I think this was May of 2020, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go to Joe Biden on The Late Show with Colbert to hear him sell us a dream.
Talk of debt relief. There's bailing out of businesses, which is a good thing to do. What about the students? Is now a time to forgive student debt and then restructure how we pay for college so we're not here again in 10 years?
The answer is yes. That's why I proposed and the House, Nancy, put it in the plan to immediately provide $10,000 in debt relief as stimulus right now for students. A minimum of $10,000 relief.
It's giving liar, okay? He lied. Just straight up lied to the American people. On the presidential campaign trail, Joe Biden promised to immediately, you heard him, immediately cancel $10,000 in student debt per borrower. Okay, said he would do it immediately. Well, yesterday, we had the Secretary of Education, Miguel Cardona, on the Breakfast Club. And I asked him, where them dollars at? What happened to Biden's promise of $10,000 per student? Well, this is what Miguel had to say just yesterday. You'll have politicians on the campaign trail, and they'll make these promises. Mm-hmm. The promises don't get fulfilled, but then, you know, yourself and other members of the administration will tell us about all the other things that they did. Why don't they, if it's so easy to do all the other things, why not just do what they promised on the campaign trail?
But, you're talking about loan forgiveness. I mean, $12.7 billion in loan forgiveness has happened since January.
But $10,000 per student was the promise.
Right. So we're continuing to work on loan forgiveness. We're not done.
Oh, they done. Miguel, you lied. Okay, we taped that interview on Friday, aired it back on Monday. You knew Joe Biden wasn't giving up that $10,000 per student. Okay, you had to know that announcement was coming. You just expected us not to remember, okay? Politicians, especially Democrats who are already terrible at messaging, are going to keep losing trust from the American people, and they will get their asses handed to them, okay, in the polls simply because they act like we don't see them, all right? They are like little kids playing hide and seek. They really think they're hiding from us adults, and they want us to act like we don't see them or we don't know where they at when we playing hide and seek. But newsflash, politicians, we can see you, all right? Every word is documented, every video is recorded, and they live online forever. So we don't have to forget, because even if we forget, social media will remind us. And when you're on the campaign trail, and you campaign on these big issues like canceling $10,000 in student debt, you know, per borrower, you make this your thing so much that when it doesn't happen, folks are like, excuse me, I don't want to hear about all that other stuff you did. What about this? Especially when this will directly impact them. Okay, one of my play nieces, Michaela, drop one of clues bombs for Michaela. All right, she said in the group chat yesterday, after the news broke, I don't know how these loans are going to pay themselves, okay? I'm about to move to Guatemala. I don't know why she chose Guatemala, but that's what she said. Then she said, I'm screwed either way, though, because I have those government student loans, and then my last year I needed an emergency loan, so I went through Discover Bank. The bank could care less about the pandemic. That is a real testimonial from a real individual. And I know a lot of people out there have those stories. Now, listen, I'm not a political pundit, so I can't tell you what can be done and what can't be done. I just know that if you can't do it, don't get on the campaign trail and say you can when you can't, or if you don't really plan to, because that's one of them ones folks will remember at the polls, okay? Don't tell me about all the other stuff you did when none of that stuff is what I came for. If you're advertising free fried fish and I come for the free fried fish, when I come to get my styrofoam tray full of fried fish, don't offer me pizza. All right, don't tell me about the hot dogs you got us. I want the fried fish, and if I don't get the fried fish that you advertise, not only will I be disappointed, I will give you a terrible review regardless of what else you offered me, because everything else you offered is not what I came for. Now look, Once again, I don't know what can and can't be done. All I know is what people tell me they can do. All right? That's what bougie elitist people in the political space will say to you. Well, the president needs Congress to do this and do that. True. But if he knows that, stop writing student loan checks that students can't cash. And also, I don't know how things get done in regards to eliminating student loan debt, but I do know Elizabeth Warren makes it sound very easy. She was on Don Lemon's show, and she said this.
A lot of people are really going to get squeezed. You know, we've seen some of the polling data on it, and the overwhelming majority of people who have student loan debt say they are not ready to go back to making student loan payments. So for me, we need these things to go together. Pause student loan repayments and get student loan debt canceled. President could cancel $50,000 of student loan debt. Could do it tonight, President Biden. All you got to do, pull out a piece of paper and a pen and get it done.
She know more than me. If she say all you got to do is pull out a pencil and paper and get it done, then get it done. Okay? No one will really understand politics until they understand that politicians are not trying to solve our problems. They are trying to solve their own problems, of which getting elected and reelected are number one and number two. Whatever is number three is far behind. That is American economist Thomas Sowell, okay? Or maybe it's Sowell. I don't know. They should have put it down phonetically for me. I don't know how to pronounce it. But he said that, and I agree. All right, Leonard McKelvey, that is a name I can pronounce. And Leonard McKelvey says no one will understand politics until they understand that politics are about the buying and selling of dreams, and politicians are dream sellers. And when campaigns come around, it's dream selling season. We bought the dream, and the reality of that dream wasn't delivered. Well, you know what? You know what? They say when you lie to me once, I'll question everything else you say. This party, like both parties, has lied to us multiple times. So it makes me laugh when they question why we question them. All I know is if we don't start getting real answers and real results, good luck in the midterms and good luck come 2024. Please give the 46th President of the United States of America, Joe Biden, the biggest hee-haw. Donkey Today is brought to you by the law office of Michael S. Lamonsoff. Don't be a donkey. Dial pound 250 on your cell and say the bull if you've been hurt in a construction accident. That's pound 250 from your cell and say the bull.